Hey guys, this is just a quick look at my ATOTO A6 2721P. I've had this unit for about 8 months now, and I've been mostly happy with it. There's a few little odds and ends that could be improved, and I'm about to address that. I have a new 2018 model A6Y27PB-G. That's the updated model with physical buttons and gesture controls. I'll be installing that in a couple days, but before that, I want to take some video of this older unit and so I can use it to compare the two when I get the new one in, and to show you how happy I am with ATOTO in general. I bought this on Amazon in early December of 2017. Paid 220 some odd dollars for it. I also ordered the backup camera from ATOTO that mounts pretty slick, and I'll show you a video of that here in a minute. And to complete the installation in my Pontiac G6 GTP, I had to order the dash kit you see here. This is the Scotia unit. Metro makes one that's very similar, except it's textured. I think I like the Scotia better. And to interface it with my CAN bus system and my steering wheel controls, I have a combination of a Pack Audio GM11 CAN bus adapter for my specific model year, and the Pack SW1 steering wheel control module. You'll need to use this module on any GM CAN bus card, most any other CAN bus. ATOTO says you can wire direct, but that is not correct on CAN bus cars. That said, you can get the modules for as low as 30-40 bucks for the steering wheel controls. I prefer if the car has the steering wheel controls, to use those compared to the optional module that ATOTO sells, which is pretty nice if you don't have steering wheel controls, but doesn't look nearly as nice or work as well as the factory units. In addition, I have, and you might not be able to see it. Hi guys, don't mind the glare off my head. But right there is the ATOTO front panel, or front-facing USB camera. This is model specific, or ATOTO specific. It won't work with other head units. It connects directly to a USB port, and I'll show you that in operation in a second. On the unit itself, I'm just at the settings screen at the moment. Let's go back to the home screen. There we go. Now, after using this unit for just a few days, I decided to give up on the ATOTO launcher. It's perfectly functional. It'll get you started if you're not an Android enthusiast. It's fairly straightforward and easy to use. But there are better launchers on the market that are more designed for cars. The one I'm showing you here now is one of the screens from Car Web Guru. The one I pretty much settled on for most of my use. I'll sometimes switch between this and a couple others, which I'll show you. What's nice about this one is it's fully customizable. All these apps here on the side you can change at will. The center display, you can get your car logo, your speedometer. It's hooked up to your GPS. It's fairly accurate and very quick to respond. So it's almost always as good as your dash speedo, and as long as you got a good GPS. And as you'll see here, where it says 11 and 12, I'm seeing 11 satellites out of 12 here in Central Florida right now. My GPS antenna is mounted up in the A pillar, about just a bit below that little panel there. And in addition to that, I have the Wi-Fi antenna hooked up, and it is over here in this pillar, mounted there. Wi-Fi reception is not as great as I'd like on this unit. They said they've addressed that with the new unit, with the new, better high-performance antenna. It's acceptable. Right now I have, let's see what kind of connection we have here. I am connected to my home network, but it's very low signal strength. In addition to that, I got it hidden back here so you can't really see it, but I've got a car hotspot that hooks in the 12-volt system. This is through Sprint LTE. Don't laugh, I've had good luck with Sprint, although some people would disagree. When this is connected and wired up, it's adequate. I'll get about 20 megabits per second on a good day, usually around 5 to 10 in my area here in Central Florida. Keep in mind, I'm semi-rural out here, so not even Verizon has good coverage out here. You know, very good signal strength on their LTE. Anyway, going through this launcher real quick. I don't want to get too much detail because this is more of a review on the system than the launcher, but the nice thing about this is you got several screens you can choose from. You know, different layouts, different color schemes. I've chose the red highlights, so you can see the red here. That's all from the custom selection. I can change the theme There's a whole bunch of these, and this is the free version. On the paid version, there's even more of these themes. So that's pretty cool. Another one I like using, let's go here to the settings and find it, or the menu, is Automate. This basically just, let me find it again here. I know it's here. Automate basically replaces, or actually simulates what Android Auto would look like. You know, you don't need Android Auto on this because this has everything that you'd want on Android Auto anyway. You know, it's built-in GPS and all that. And sorry, the music started playing automatically. I'll kill that before YouTube bites me. And this isn't a dark theme, but the white theme looks very much like an Android Auto. So you've got your music. You can select all the different players you have available. In my case, these are the ones that I have installed. So it's easy to switch between sources. You've got favorites. You can set these up as you like. Anything that's in the app tray can be done. You got navigation, and it's fairly quick. This is their own board. I can go to Waze. I can go to Google Maps or any other third-party app I want to use. This is up all the time with a speedometer. This is a very simple, very clean interface. You know, has just the basics. It can do your calls for you, that sort of thing. But for the most part, I tend to go with Carb Web Guru just because I like the visual appeal of it better. And I'll stop that real quick. And as you can see, I'm using the steering wheel controls for volume up and volume down. Play, pause, fast forward. And I've got the voice key set up to, hello Google, what time is it?
The time is 10:29 a.m.
So one of the things I have a problem with is getting Google Assistant to work. So I always have to get this screen up. That's a Google problem. They don't really support some of their phone features in tablets, and this is what this is considered as far as Google is concerned. This is also running Android 6.0, which is fine for car stereos. You know, on my phone I'm shooting on right now, it's got 8.1 on it. A couple new features is great for phones, but for tablets and head units, most of those features really aren't that necessary. This is 100% compatible with everything in the Play Store right now. So there's that to speak about. Anyway, the display on this unit is actually pretty good, minus the glare from the reflections from outside, which you really don't see if you're using the unit. You can see the viewing angles are really good. The new unit is on the way supposed to be a better IPS screen. This is a TN panel, a very good TN panel for what it is, and this is very bright. This is 600, I want to say 600 nits, 600 MD, which is about as bright as you're going to find right now on a head unit. This is on max brightness. That's nighttime brightness, which seems like it's almost unreadable now. At nighttime, it's easy to see, and it's easier on your eyes. Doesn't blind you. There's a middle brightness, and if you don't like any of those, you can just set it anywhere you want. As you saw here, there's always a menu at the bottom of the screen. Back, home, multitasking. This brings up the notification tray. There's a clock, your EQ settings. These actually work pretty well. Your brightness display, as I just showed you, and then this acts as a mute button and just displays what the volume is. These are up on every screen you have. So this part of the screen is always reserved for the ATOTO specific command, so it's always easy to go back. Now on the physical button model, you still get all these, and these buttons here on the side are moved to the bottom, and they're physical. And there's a couple more added. There's a home key, as well as the volume up, volume down, forward and back track. I think that's about it for this unit. Oh yeah, I'm going to show you the backup camera. Now keep in mind I'm not running any kind of noise filter on this, so the picture is a little fuzzy. It's quite usable. It's just not as clear as it could be, and that's my fault, not ATOTO's, and my fault in my particular vehicle. If I were to spend $10 in about an hour, or not even in that much, to wire up a noise filter, I could get rid of most of that. What you can see there is a little, I won't say static, but a little bit of a flicker. This does work well in low light with the backup lights. This is not an IR camera, it's just a regular CCD camera, but it has good low light performance. And then I want to show you real quick on the front panel camera, and that's the one mounted above the right there again. There's a lot of glare there because it's kind of bright out right now, but it's actually a good 720p picture, and I think there's a little crud on my windshield. I can take screenshots, I can record this, I can set it to record automatically, it saves the SD card. So if you want a dash cam, this is a pretty nice solution. This is also about, if you can hear it clicking, I can adjust it, you know, height-wise, Of course, my choice of mounting locations, kind of limits how high I can go with it. But you can get a pretty good view. I mean, I can actually take pictures of the sky, or almost bring it all the way around. I can bring it all the way around. Hi, guys. Anyway, it's a pretty nice unit. It's pretty well built. Comes with a really good, strong 3M adhesive. It's actually so strong I've taken it off 2 or 3 times when I was first installing it a few months ago, until I got the location just right. And it stuck, and I got the final application and put it on there. It stuck and stayed on. Well built. And when you see the little spots on there, that's just me. I think it's got some glass cleaner splashed on it, that sort of thing. My biggest issue with this guy was the buttons. I'd like to have the physical buttons. I wish I'd bought those in the first place, but this one was on sale and it looks really flush. And the new unit's got a better display, and the new unit also has the gesture controls. Here on this side of the unit, there's going to be a little IR sensor, and you can do it like you see in new BMWs, where you can rotate for volume up, volume down, do little things like this to change tracks, in and out to do things. It's just going to be kind of neat to play with, and not necessarily a needed feature in some cars, especially on one that has stereo controls. But I'm looking forward to playing with it. And like I said, the newer, brighter IPS display will be nice. The main motivating factor for buying it is my brother really wants this one. So I have an easy way to unload this one, so I'm not out that much money to upgrade. And I'm a gadget junkie, so that's an addiction you got to feed. At the same time installing this, I'm going to put a new amplifier in the back. Oh, that's something else I wanted to cover. This one has a built-in onboard amp. It's about 24, 22 watt per channel real power. It'll drive a set of 4 ohm speakers, pretty decently, but not great. But most hardhead unit, even the big brands, they just get by. This car had a factory monsoon system, 2 speakers in the front, 4 speakers in the front, mid bass and a tweeter on each side, and then 6x9s in the back with a subwoofer, or quote unquote subwoofer, in each of the 6x9s. It's supposed to be a 300 watt system. That was a 2 ohm system. I actually, using the pack audio adapter, was able to run that system just fine through this, using line level outputs. But I wasn't real happy with it, and the rear speakers actually went out on me. This is a 10-year-old car now, and those rear speakers just dry rotted, and when I started throwing power to them, they kind of went the way of the Dodo. Anyway, replaced those with a set of 4 ohms, and then ran it directly off the rear output of this unit, just off its onboard amp, and they were okay. But I went ahead and replaced the monsoon system with a Kenwood 4-channel, I can't remember the model name now, but it's one of those little $100 4-channel all-in-one units, compact, fit inside your glove box or whatever, and then ran RCAs to the back for front and rear. And that improved sound quality immensely. It's actually better than the factory amp. It's better than the ATOTO amp. So if you're going to use one of these units, you can get by with the onboard system, or the onboard amp, but I'd recommend spending the extra bit of money and time to get at least a decent, mid-range name brand amp. The new unit is supposed to have a better Toshiba preamplifier, more wattage and better quality. So we'll see how that goes, but it's going to still be connected directly to an amplifier on my system. Phone pairing works pretty well with this unit, although I don't have it on at the moment because I'm using the phone to shoot this video. It pairs up instantly. In addition to the Wi-Fi hotspot I have in the car, I can run a hotspot off my phone, or in the case of the ATOTO, one of the big features that I bought the unit for was it has 2 Bluetooth radios in it, one for standard phone pairing and media streaming, and then another one you can use for things like OBD2 scanners, or actually pairing your phone via Bluetooth, so that it can Bluetooth tether, so it uses a lot less battery. So if you got a phone that drinks a lot of juice and you can't charge it all the time, or the charge won't keep up, using the Bluetooth streaming uses a lot less power than Wi-Fi. Bluetooth streaming, Bluetooth tethering. I'll fix this in post. Using Bluetooth tethering uses a lot less energy from the phone than Wi-Fi, and it's perfectly adequate for things like maps or getting email, that sort of thing. If you want to stream movies or update your apps from the App Store, or download big files in general, you'll want to use Wi-Fi. Speaking of, let me show you one more thing here. No, it wasn't. Anyway, guys, I think that's a wrap. Pardon my the amount of uhs in this. That's just the way I speak. And without a script, it doesn't come out as smooth as it should. I'm going to edit this into the new unit's video, and we're going to cut here, and I'm going to take a look real quick at the rear backup camera installed in the car. And you can see the ATOTO cameras installed there. It's a license plate bracket type thing. It fits in behind the license plate, so it's pretty stealth, pretty clean. Standard RCA output, you know, power, ground, and then the RCA cable to turn the car, and then hooked up your reverse trigger. Pretty simple install, but any RCA style camera will work with the ATOTO.